So, we just got the newest interview with Swen Vincke on the Dropped Frames podcast. We got some important information confirmed and also a little sneak peek into a new character. I will go over all of it right now, so you don't have to. First of all, we got the release date confirmed. Baldur's Gate 3 will release officially at 10 AM Pacific time on August the 3rd, which translates to 7 PM in Eastern European time or 6 PM if you are in the UK. And for our Australia bros, it's 3 AM on August the 4th. The game will require a total reinstallation, meaning you can't just update the game from the early access edition. There will be about 150 gigabytes of space required. Our recent favorite topic of multiclass got explained. We now know that we can respecialize every character that we will recruit, meaning all of the origin characters can be respecialized. For example, if you want, you can even make Gale a Barbarian or Karlach a Bard, but they will keep their original class in conversations, meaning even if you respect Will to not be a Warlock anymore, for conversation purposes he still will be one. Sven also mentioned that there are 2 origin characters that you cannot change the subclass of. Also, as a multiclass character, you will get all the options tags for your classes in conversations, meaning if you are a Paladin and a Warlock multiclass, you will get both tags in conversations for a Warlock and for a Paladin. Sadly, we won't be able to use rolls checks from other characters, meaning if you start the conversation as one character, you cannot boost your score of, for example, Charisma check by another character helping you. You will of course still be able to cast Guidance and other useful spells to raise your ability a bit. Also, for now, you cannot change the character that you pick the conversation with to someone else, meaning that if you start the conversation as Astarion, for example, you won't be able to switch to Shadowheart for her to carry over the dialogue. But if you play in multiplayer, other players can suggest answers, just like it currently works in early access. Now, resting will be a little different than it is in early access in some areas. Larian experimented in what they called danger zones, meaning the areas that you cannot use your rest feature. It was very annoying, so they reduced it quite a bit, but it's still gonna be in the game in some specific areas. Your map will indicate a red highlight to indicate where the danger zone is. You will not be able to roll for ability scores. The reasons are mostly tied to production. Sven also said that he does not recommend new players to play as the Dark Urge as their first character, because some conversations and story elements will play out completely differently and you might miss out on some stuff, so there is still plenty to discover while playing as the custom character. One interesting tidbit was that you can even rob a bank in the game. As expected, there is no dodge or ready attack feature. Except if you're a monk with patient defense, then you have some sort of a dodge ability. He also said that the secret he kept for years was actually the Dark Urge, and not the scene with the bear. When asked about more content coming to Baldur's Gate 3 after release, he said that we know what we are doing next and we can't talk about it, but probably not any additional content for Baldur's Gate 3 right away. There will be no Dungeon Master mode, as that would be very hard to implement. But they will support modding, even though it will be a huge challenge. There was also a question about Boo, Minsc companion, if you will be able to talk with him if you have the talking with animals ability. Sven alludes that Boo is special. How special? You will have to see for yourselves. He says that the mystery of Boo is that it's the mystery of Boo. I think you will find a really good Minsc. You're mind melding with each other, tadpoles, but Boo we wanted to leave for you to discover. I wonder if that alludes of Boo instead of Minsc having a tadpole on him? Who knows? He also alluded that there will be no way we will see absolutely everything on our first playthrough. So as expected, we can prepare for multiple playthroughs in the coming months or years. Zeke also asked about the Steam Deck compatibility if it will be in the game. And the answer was that they are working on it. It might not be available day one, but they are trying for it to be. And also, there was the new character reveal that you can meet in the game. If you were playing the previous titles of Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, you might remember him. While maybe not being the most important character in the game, it is still somewhat of a cult classic. It is Nubber, possibly a descendant of Nuber from Baldur's Gate 1. He is the annoying follower that will, well, follow you around everywhere you go and annoy you to no end. He will be played by Co Carnage, who flew into Larian Studios a couple months ago to do the recap and voice work. You can also kill him and throw him into the river if you want. Or I'm sure there will be many other elaborate ways to deal with him in the game as well. That would be all for the news I got for you today. Thank you for watching and consider subscribing if you like what I present on this channel. I also have plenty of other guides for Baldur's Gate 3, so check it out if you want. Again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again very soon.